I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. OG boy. Day we hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Jazzy C After Dark. I'm your host, your girl, Jazzy C. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell at the bottom of the screen for the notifications, guys. You do not want to miss a minute, a post of me, Jazzy C. I've been noticing that the views have been going up, but the subscribers are maintaining. Please, guys, please do not forget to subscribe. It is free. Support me, support local artists, share, like, do what you can, support Jazzy C. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Okay, so this is an episode for Brat Loves Judy. No, because no, I need to get some special effects because, like, like if I did have special effects, like I would put a snooze button right here. Like maybe I'm gonna get one because I asked y'all. I asked you. I said, please, 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 please do not be boring. Please. The last episode last week, I said, please. Please don't take these cameras to the dog park. And what was the first 5 minutes of the show? The cameras following 6 little ass dogs around. Like, come on, Brad. Like, come on. Now, I know 1 and 2. Okay, 1. I know that you are the executive producer of Growing Up Hip Hop. Growing Up Hip Hop is the new love in hip hop, or so some people say. I don't know. I mean, these is actual stars or kids of stars, so at least, right? They got the Russell Simmons girls on there. They got JoJo on there. Then they got Casey JoJo. You know, the girl that he got. Then the girls got into it. The one at the and then they had Luke daughter on there and was going through that. So the show got some juice, and then I clings to, well, I don't cling, but I tend to like Angela Simmons because she is fierce, hunty, right? She shows no apologetic about that body, honey, and it just makes me be like, oh, Angela, oh, you're a mother too. You're a mother too. And I loved it because she had her C-section scar out as she was walking the catwalk. Giving it to him. Bam, 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 bam. And I was like, dang, if Angie could do it, I know Jazzy could. So that's why I clean. I love me some Growing Up Hip Hop. So I know, Brett. I know you know how to make a show that's got some juice. A booty, big booty Judy, her booty got more juice than your show. I mean, I asked you, I said, please, please don't be bored. So, okay, we recap. We're gonna recap. Show started off with the dogs, y'all walking around the dogs in the backyard or some shit. I'm sorry, I don't really want to cuss, but I'm about to, or some shit. And, you know, you, and naming each individual dog and giving the dog its own spotlight of time. Like, so now we know the dog's personal story and the breed of the dog. Like, is this Animal Planet or we? Okay, then it pings off to you meeting, trying to meet up with a couple of your friends who we'll get back to that, who I liked, and then Big Booty Judy, she's trying to move her business from one city to the next, right? Okay, rich people problems, entrepreneur problems. Okay, that's when you get big, that's the problems that you got to go through. Okay, that's good to know if I ever decide to open up my own business, and that's good to know. Kaleidoscope. Thanks. Okay, so but is this the business channel or we? And then like you pinned off, and then your friends. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my melanin is popping because I'm like, yeah, my melanin is popping up here. So your friend, which was a couple, handsome man, beautiful woman. Y'all sat down and talked. They was arguing. Brat, you was a mediator, kind of therapist person, friend of it, and I like that. And I was like, okay, let's talk about that more. Let's talk about their business more, because it seemed like they had more problems and more issues that we would want to find out than you and Judy, because like they was like really arguing, separated, and y'all took, he ran off and you was running after him. That was the most exciting part of the show. That Okay, so then y'all covered up the mics, and it was like anyways, that was the most exciting, like, but thanks for being a mediator for him, I guess. And then you got some signs for Judy's business or whatever, which was nice. And then y'all big butts got up on top of a forklift or something, which I don't know why. It wasn't no ribbon or nothing that needed to be cut it. So like, yeah, I was about to tip the forklift over with your big butts. So that would have been a little juicy. I mean, I would have got hurt, but I wouldn't recommend you doing that. But at least it would have been some action on the show. Now, I'm not saying that y'all got to be turk. I know that y'all not going to do that. But dang, come on. Like, then you had a little argument, just a little argument at the last 7 minutes of the show. Like, literally, I counted. It was the last 7 minutes of the show. I know you know how to make a good show. And then that would leads me to my second point of how you know how to make a good show is because you got some issues going on with the courts and things. And I thought, I was like, okay, well, at least we might find a little bit more about that, right? We might find out what's going on with that more. But we don't. Like, I know it's none of our business, but if you have a show, right? So you making your life public business. So now that business now becomes public business for folks to. Why would you try to be secretive about some stuff when you have a reality show? Like other people, Dishians, they don't be secretive about stuff. And the show was running for like 20 years. Take notes. Now, I know that, people really don't like the Ishians, but I don't really want to say their name, right? But take notes. They had some juicy stuff. People liked it. I didn't never watch the show, and I didn't never watch it, but it was on for 20 years. So my recommendation, even though I know that the show is already taped, right? But still, my recommendation for going forward is y'all gonna have to take this to. We gonna need to go to a strip club or something. And I wouldn't even recommend that, but you gonna got to come back from this. This is boring. How can I tell people to tune in when somebody called me today and told me that they fell asleep watching? I'm trying to motivate people, but you got to give me something to motivate the people. I'm not saying that you got to be all like, but you know how to make a good show. The other show was a good show, and I watched that show. I love that show. Mm. I'm more tuned into the commercials than the actual show. Come on, Brat. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys, that this is a short post. Like, I feel like I got cutified and dressed up for nothing. Next time, it will be different. Well, you heard it first here. That's the second episode of Brat Loves Judy. And I will do another review next week. Until the meantime, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell at the bottom of the screen for the notification, guys. You do not want to miss an episode. Like I said, the views are going up, but the subscribers are maintaining. So please hit that subscriber bell, guys. Until the meantime, bye.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or